I'm in another video, but I got on the same clothes, but I do change my clothes.
Sure he does. That's what you're telling everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, we apologize for the long absence.
Yes. Yes.
We were gone on a 10-day vacation for our what, Nate?
20th anniversary.
Woo woo!
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we had
20th.
a blast.
Yes.
Had a blast. We loved being on that anniversary cruise, going to the different islands, and I think and we renewed our vows actually in Haiti.
Oh yeah, we did do that, didn't we?
Yes, I thought you were there. Weren't you there? Oh, okay. You said some imposters.
Starting to come back to me.
Lies. And our babies were part of the wedding, which was just so renewal. It wasn't a wedding. Let's just say it again.
Yeah.
Renewal of our vows and our family, and we are so grateful to God for this amazing milestone because we know a lot of people don't get to 20 years. They don't, by whether it's a death of some sort. Most of the time it's divorce, which is that we're in the world of divorces. Nobody wants to work for anything anymore. So we are so elated, so blessed, and so grateful to have had that experience. Oh my goodness, I'm still in the jet lag a little bit from that experience.
What this is right here, we're going to bring this in. This is called a donation cup. So being we did take all our babies, and we went on. When we did it, we did the damn thing. But we're gonna send a little website at the bottom, little caption. Not go fund us, go fund me, go fund this. But we'll get back to that later. Go ahead.
You're so silly. Well, we thought we would talk about anniversaries and the importance of anniversaries. People celebrate different things for different reasons. People go all out. For the 4th. Memorial Day, for Timmy's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th birthday. They go all out for Thanksgiving. They go all out for the birth of Jesus at Christmas, Easter, which is great. Those are great things. But not a lot of people tend to remember anniversaries. When you have an anniversary and you celebrate that anniversary, it will make your marriage stronger. There's different things that we could celebrate, especially in a relationship or spouse relationship. Like the first time we met. That was a great time. After I sobered up. And we talk about the first time we kissed. When was the first time we kissed?
When I came back.
No! I came to Toledo first.
Oh, when I came back to that area of Toledo, when I came over there. Same thing.
What month?
That was August.
It was September 21st.
Yeah, okay. See, here's another thing. Men, all right, real talk. We don't really remember that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna say it on tape. It'll be here forever. We don't really remember that. And I'm using the word "really" to make it better. But I might have an idea somewhere amongst a stretch of time. But as far as the date, or I'll remember when, but when or where. I'm sorry, where. But when, us men, I don't know. We really don't. But when you know that is important to your spouse, you have to follow with that. She'll lead you in there, and she gave it a hint. But put me on the spot. When was blah blah blah? I got a better chance to tell you how many rushing yards Walter Payton ran for in 1983. But that's just
and
me.
This is what I have to deal with.
That's just me. So on Real Talk, men, don't feel too bad. So if your wife or your spouse looks at you and she says, "Honeydew, give him a break." Give him a break. Go ahead.
So those are just, little things. Like a lot of people, first time they went on a date. When was the first time I went on a date?
A real date? That was, you got me locked in that car. That was Denny's. You took
September 21st.
You took me to Denny's. Dude, I used to go to Denny's 3 times a day on my birthday because it was free.
Do it.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I would get the same thing, steak and shrimp, no matter what. That's it. Well, she had been a previous visitor of Denny's more than I, and she ordered a moon over my hammies or Miami.
Moon over my hammies.
I'm following suit. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. I'm dating this girl. I'm trying to court her. I'm trying to show her I can be comparable to you. Give me one of those two. We left that restaurant, went back to her mom's house, sat in the driveway, talked. Great talk. I mean, we sat in that driveway for
Forever. It seemed like forever.
over an hour, if
Yeah.
not 2.
Yeah.
But that moon over Miami's was rumbling down low under Australia. Okay?
Stupid.
Didn't want to end it rude. Didn't want to, let some things go. But, man, that was a rumble in the jungle. Yeah.
So those are things that
Remember
those things that you should remember.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's no big deal. But the one thing that you should most always remember are 2 things: your anniversary and why you fell in love with that person.
Right.
Okay, so we celebrate anniversaries each year.
Mhm.
We also celebrate Valentine's Day. So to break up the monotony, one year I'll have Valentine's Day. The next year he'll have Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
One year I'll have anniversary. Next year he'll have anniversary. Just to break it up and spice it up, because we definitely believe, and this is a great thing for you guys to understand, is date nights are important.
Very important.
And date nights are not just for the men to set up.
Mhm.
Women can set up a date night. Men are not just. There's 2 people in this game. There's 2 people.
Mhm.
Why does one person have to do all the work?
Right.
Why does one person have to do all the work?
Right.
And again, like I said, remember why you fell in love with that person, and what that person brought to your life to make you say, "I am in love with him."
Mhm.
And what was yours?
What was my what?
Why you fell in love?
Well, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Visual creatures. She's fine as hell. Okay, beyond that, just the short encounter that I had with her the very first time. I got a bio from her and her cousin, because sometimes she would
Shout out to Becky.
slur her words a bit. But when I met and learned that short bio, I knew that previous encounters with women didn't have anywhere near that type of bio. A woman who has a goal, a focus, a determined in life, she's fine as hell. She didn't have all those, and I'm not saying anything bad against it, but she didn't have any baggage that had to be brought in. I don't want to use the word baggage. I'm sorry if that's the wrong word. You know how I am. But it was just an instant connect.
Yeah.
Even in the state of being that she was in.
Hey, we don't have to keep saying that.
I'm
Yes,
just saying.
it was. Hey, I was in college. Cut it out. Yes, it was just like
She was
an
in college.
instinct.
She had a focus, a goal. See, there you go.
Yes, she. That is. These memories. See, it creates a memory that you can sit down and laugh at. Sit down and laugh at. But the importance of an anniversary just puts back in your mind again why you fell in love and why you wanted to say I do.
Right. It's a focal point of this day here is where it started, or where at some point in your relationship, not necessarily because an anniversary is a wedding anniversary.
Yeah, we're talking about as a wedding anniversary.
But you know, this is the day of that started whatever you're celebrating for or from. It just sets a point in time, and however many years pass, you can say, "Well, I sure do remember when on this day this happened, or we did this, or we celebrated this, or started this." It just brings a timetable to your life. You need a timetable in life, otherwise, life just gonna fly right by.
Yes, you need a timetable, like you said, just to be able to look back at things. And I think the importance of celebrating anniversaries, again, it just reminds you of why you're here. If you're still in a good space. B, if you have kids, it lets your kids know that, dang, mom and daddy, they will ride or die. They did this, they did that, and they are still together. We are married 20 years, been together 22 years. So, hopefully there's no end in sight anytime soon. But yeah, so anniversaries, they're very important. And it also is like you get to talk about old days, old things, anniversaries, or talk about the wedding. Oh Lord, our wedding. Whew. Love you, Leroy. But weddings are a lot. They're a lot. But I always say, and I say it now, said it then, and I'll always say it. I would never have another wedding, but I will marry Nathan over and over and over again. I'll marry him under a bridge, because a wedding does not make the marriage.
It could be just as simple as long as it's official and it has the appropriate person in order to sign off on it. It could be, I do.
Mm-hmm. I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
He signs off, you're good. Then you make your memory from there. So you want to spend those dollars can go towards your home, to your future.
But if you got it,
do your thing. Do your thing
mm-hmm.
and roll with it. But it doesn't have to be on BET all the damn time.
Not BET.
One of them stupid.
Yeah, so anniversaries, it's just, especially for women, because women tend to, they daydream when they're little about what their wedding is going to be, their ideal man, this, that, and the third, and God places you in the path of people that He wants you to be with.
Mm-hmm.
He puts you in the place, I thank God for creating a man that I wanted, but more importantly, a man that He knew that I needed. So that is something that I am so grateful and will always be humble for that, because I was in college. I thought I was going to be with someone else. No. But, he was with... No. So, again, we weren't looking for each other at all. But that's why we make plans and God laughs.
Right.
You have to be able to be with your spouse and just be happy on your anniversary and say, today is our first anniversary. Even if it's the 3rd or the 7th, whatever the anniversary is, it just should be celebrated at all times. You shouldn't have to, go all over the world, stay home, cook dinner, but just celebrate the anniversary. Men remember the anniversary, because women do remember the anniversary. They remember everything about the time. What time did we get married?
4:30.
Boom! We got
bam! See, I got that one. Holla at your
boy. 4:30. So, you just have to keep those things in mind. And I just thought I was just like on a cloud when we went on our vacation for 10 days and renewed our vows. I will put up some pictures from that. But yes, it was just a great, great, great time in our lives. We know that God has placed us together for a reason. There's nothing but God that would have put us together. Because like I said, we didn't plan on meeting anybody at that time. And again, it just creates some memories, and if you're fussing and fighting, why don't you just stop and say, you remember we did so-and-so? And then just make it funny and lighthearted. And it just breaks up all that mess. It just breaks up all that mess.
Instantly.
You don't have to fight and argue. Mm-hmm. And if you are fighting and arguing, then find out what the underlying issue is. Mm-hmm. And work it out. Mm-hmm. And I'll get to that topic in a little bit. But you must be able to be happy, be joyful in your marriage, be elated that you're about to come up on your anniversary, any anniversary, whatever it is. Just be grateful and thankful to God that you're coming up on that anniversary, or your anniversary has just passed, like our 20th. The 20th is a big step. Mm-hmm. We might not have always had the right role models, but we had a few that we cling on to, in our marriage. Right. And I'm grateful to them for being wonderful examples for us. Absolutely. And then that way, we can be wonderful examples for our kids. Absolutely. And we can have our kids know that mommy and daddy did it, so it is possible. It is possible if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, it's not going to work. You must, as Ian Levanzant says, you must do your work. Do your work. Do your work, and then everything will fall into place. So anniversaries, men, they're a big deal to women. Now, some women want, roses and new everything over the top. And that's, just know what your wife would like. And ladies, know what your man would like. Nathan would prefer, if we can't go to Ruth Chris, he would prefer for me to cook. So I know these things. You must know your spouse. Know what they want, what they need, what they like, what they don't like. And it'll make your life much easier. Anniversaries are everything if you do them correctly.
Be creative with them. And being creative doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend a lot of money. Just put that thought into it, and that way they know it came from you. It ain't something that you necessarily copied from TV or a movie or you read on a book or the internet. It came from you. There's got to be something in there that resembles you as a couple.
Right.
And that'll go far.
It will go very far. Yeah. It'll go very far. And like I said, it just, anniversaries, when you celebrate them, they just strengthen your relationship. It just says to you and your spouse, man, we made it. We did it. We took a vow before God, and we are honoring our vow and our commitment to God. So we just wanted to say we are back More videos are coming. I am working on getting a schedule for some speakers that we're going to have, some guests that we're going to have, some different topics that we're going to have. I had a vision the other night. I'm always having visions. This is long term, for a conference for wives. So there are a lot of things that we are trying to do and trying to get accomplished, and I'm trying my best to get them to you. But with that said, thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for being our pillow talkers. Thank you. Thank you for doing your comments, likes, and shares. Remember to follow us on Facebook at Johnson Pillow Talk. Follow us on Twitter at JPillowTalk. And follow us on, we are on Snapchat. Johnson Pillow Talk. I have to put up that Snapchat number in a minute. Yeah, he doesn't like Snapchat.
That Snapchat is rude. That stuff is rude.
He just doesn't like the filters, people. Don't listen to him.
Stuff is
But
rude.
we are on that as well. So with that being said,
I don't know if this is a copyright infringement, but people, look,
oh God,
in your relationship, and you are
haters
doing your
are
thing.
gonna hate.
When you are doing your thing, and people don't like it, or they don't understand it, or they don't want to follow, haters are gonna hate. Keep on pushing, people.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on pushing.
You gonna say bye?
Sidekick.
Come on. Oh, here she is once again. All in the videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
I butt that.
So with that being said, we appreciate you. We love you. Mwah. We'll see you next time. And remember, keep that pillow talk coming.
Bye, people.
Okay,